Hello community, I'm jumping on about the 7 Steps to a Thriving Practice event. Okay, so it is coming up next week. So we've got 3 time zones and I want to encourage you to register for these and go into a few things that are really relevant to you if you're a bookkeeper in practice or you're really close to starting. Okay, so yes, we've got the 3 time zones next week, which means I've just got my laptop here to go through a few things with you relevant to these events. But the 3 time zones means that you can come in morning, lunchtime, evening, because wherever you are in the world, one of them is going to suit you. Okay. So we've done them for America, Canada, the UK, New Zealand, Australia, and we've already got lots of bookkeepers in every single region have registered, which is great. So I want to look at my laptop and look at my slides here and mention a few things. So first of all, who this is for, okay? Because I've got bookkeepers all over the world that talk to me about helping them, and I do help a specific type of bookkeeper. So let me tell you who that is right now. So I help bookkeepers in practice or very close to starting their own practice. That's pretty simple, okay? So a bookkeeper recently said she's 12 weeks away from what she feels is really what I call opening the doors to her practice. So she's 12 weeks away from being comfortable with bringing on a new client. That's ideal, okay? We open the doors to my program every 4 months, and I really think that you need to be about 3 months out from starting to join me. And the reason for that inside the program, the reason for that is I tend to say use it or lose it. So I want you to learn and use everything I give you really quickly, okay? But about 3 months out. So bookkeepers in practice. So I'll talk about who I'm for and who I'm not for, and this is for the events as well as my program, etc. So I'm for any, so my book, my podcast, my events are for any bookkeeper who wants to, so is either in practice for themselves, so you're running your own bookkeeping practice, okay, or you've got a dream in your heart to run your own bookkeeping practice. Either one, great to grab my book, listen to my podcast, or turn up to my events, okay? Whereas joining my program, you need to be 3 months out from opening or in practice. So I've got inside the program, that's exactly what we've got, okay? Bookkeepers in practice, 2 seconds, 20 years, turning over from 0 to $1 million in revenue. They're inside my practice, inside my transformation program. So if you want to join that, that's that. So going back to that and kind of who I don't serve. So I'm not going to help bookkeepers that need to increase their technical ability. Like, yes, I have a few resources on that, but that's not my focus. My focus is on helping bookkeepers to build a thriving bookkeeping practice, delight their clients, and live their dream on their terms. So sometimes I talk to bookkeepers in all corners of the world that are using platforms like Upwork to get more subcontracting work, and that's more like just being self-employed and working for a job on a wage which is the same, or an hourly rate there's the same that you could get just in a job. So if it's just like a job thing, I'm not really for you. If you're in that scenario and you dream of building your own bookkeeping practice where you are finding clients and selling them productized services and helping them do better in business through bookkeeping and strategic bookkeeping, then that's what I call the dream in your heart, and that's okay. Tune into my book, my podcast, and my events as you work towards that goal, okay? The moral of who I'm for is really the bookkeeper in practice or close to starting in practice. And you're really not in practice or running a practice if all you're doing is some subcontracting for a wage rate. That's not in practice, okay? Like I say, if that's a dream, great, use my content. So the next thing I want to do is really think about the what, the why of, and the how of my 7 Steps to a Thriving Practice event. So I want to let you know that in terms of what, well, it is the 7 Steps to a Thriving Practice, okay? I'm going to train you in the 7 steps the 5 big keys, how to make it work. And this is a workshop. So you're going to be with me for 90 minutes and I'm going to work my ass off to help you move the needle, to help you learn what you need to learn so you understand what to build, right? The collateral, the digital assets, so you know exactly whether you need to renovate your website. I'm going to share with you the 5 definitive ways that you find audience. What does that mean? Well, if we're in your bookkeeping practice looking at the 7 steps, the win the work, the do the work, that's the front end and the back end. I'm going to help you with the 5 definitive ways, and only 3 of those you should focus on first. The 5 definitive ways that you are going to find an audience that you nurture to become clients. So these are audience attraction strategies, and you're going to benefit in the 7 steps to everything I've learned up until the day I go live, okay? Because I'm always learning, particularly from the tribe, okay? So you're going to benefit from that. And then on the do the work side, well, that's systems and team. And on both of those sides, you're going to get the opportunity to workshop everything with me and ask me anything. In fact, I'm really excited about this one because I know there's going to be more time and energy and room to work together. And with every time I bring the 7 steps to a thriving practice to you, I want to bring the benefit of new things I've learned. I want to find new ways to help you get results and take action. And I've got a way to do that in this one. I'm really excited. I've been thinking about it today. So the what and the why. Why do you want to come along? Spend some time working on your business rather than just in it. I don't want to hear you're too busy. I want to hear I'm doing it, right? So I want you to come along and spend some time working on your business so that you get content that will change your business and your life. Okay, so that is the why. And the other thing I really want to tell you about what we're going to do in this 7 steps to a thriving practice, I'm really excited. My team doesn't even know this. So what I promised you, if you come along, you need to come along, you're going to get a practice boosting bonus, right? That's going to be awesome. It's going to be a whole booklet that you can use. But I'm going to add to that. I'm going to give you a poster version of my bookkeeping practice blueprint, which we have yet again refined. It is dazzling, okay? You're going to get the bookkeeping practice blueprint that you can take, you can print, you can frame, you can put on your wall, you can use forever. And one more thing. So it's like a resource pack. The very last thing I'm going to give you is a checklist. But there's an exciting thing about the checklist, and that is I've decided that the best way for me to give you a checklist is to create it live in the event, okay? So what I'm going to do in this 90-minute workshop with you is I'm going to go through, like I'm literally looking at the slides now. I'm going to be in there, I'm going to be training you, I'm going to be asking you to help me help you. And as we go through it, together we're going to create a checklist, okay? So that you can take that checklist away after the workshop and you can use it to rinse and repeat. You're going to be able to listen to this workshop podcast style over and over and over again and use the strategies, okay? So I know that this live has been really long, or this video has been really long, but I'm more interested in giving you exactly what I think you need to know to get results than I am creating a short video. So I do hope I see you at the 7 steps to a thriving practice in 3 time zones next week.